See it.
That was quick.
I don't see it on the waiting on Facebook.
You can wait as long as you want. It's already started.
All right, cool. I got it. All right. You can bring us in, Swerve, and then I'll introduce the guest.
What's up? What's up, y'all? How y'all doing? Thank y'all for tuning in. This is People of Culture once again, going live at 6 o'clock. Usually we come at you on Thursdays. Today it is a Friday, Freaky Friday. No, I'm just playing. But anyway, let's get into it. So I am Swerve Vana. We got my man Komodo Joe. We got my boy Dari Deuce. You know it's the regulars, but today is crazy. So we have our first guest outside of our mascot. So this is Michael Bowden, and he is a young black man, young black business owner, young black entrepreneur. He's doing his thing out here. So we thought it was only fitting to have a conversation, get to know him a little bit better, and just expose him. So in a positive way, of course. So
You gotta specify that. You gotta specify that.
Don't have me out here looking like a clown, man.
No. So we're gonna get back into it right into it. So I'm gonna ask you, if it's okay, I just want to ask a couple, icebreaker questions. Nothing too serious,
Absolutely.
Okay, so what if y'all don't know, he is an artist, you know what I mean? So he has his own cartoon, you know what I'm saying? So I just want to ask, what
He got his own clothing line.
I'm sorry, it's a cartoon clothing line. But what inspired you? Like growing up, what were your main inspirations as far as cartoons? I don't know if I assume you're a big cartoon guy.
Anime fan.
I mean, anime cartoons.
Darby's on it.
I got it.
No. Perfect. Yeah. A commonly asked question. I was born in '91, so I'm early '90s baby. So our generation grew up with like the old school anime, the Western anime, the anime that came over to the Western. Some of the first anime, a lot of Dragon Ball Z and Ronin Warriors and stuff like that. Toonami hosted all of that stuff. So I came from that, and obviously, Dragon Ball was the hottest thing. I mean, it was so hot that it would play on Cartoon Network without being on an anime block. It would just play along with regular American cartoons, which was really cool. So, right. But it was still obviously a distinct difference between the two, and Dragon Ball was way more serious, and so that's always molded me to in the direction that I'm in today. It's always
that inspires.
Like, I was it's just a web of weebery or otakuism. It's just it's just leads to one thing into another. So it really started from that.
When did you start your clothing line? Like it says Left Side 91, but I assume that's like your birth date and everything.
Well, yeah, it's like I said. Well, yeah, it's not only my birth date. I started it in 2016. Firstly, I started it. No. I started in 2015, but I didn't launch it until 2016. It didn't start seeing anything until 2017. But yeah, it's based off my birth year, and not only that, like the year 91, a lot of dope shit started coming out, just culture-wise, like American culture-wise, hip-hop, movies, anime, just whatever,
Why the name Left Side?
Left Side, because I happen to be, it's a lot of double meanings here. One, I happen to be left-handed, but also
Me
like,
too.
Hey, but also like, like the idea of going left is it's a symbolism. Like the idea of going left is unorthodox. It's not how everything in the world is way right, wrong, left, Lucifer, it's that type of thing. Like it's
awesome.
Yeah.
We showed one of my friends, and he was just like, he must be a fan of what he said, the Titans. I think he said. He said something like he thought it was like a football reference.
comic book? Or are we talking about the
No, you thought it was like
Oh
a
no, you
football.
mean like Remember the Titans?
Yeah,
Remember the Titans. We're talking about the Disney movie.
Yeah, he
Nah,
thought it was a football. Right.
that's
No.
Remember the Titans. That's football. Yeah,
Yeah. Remember the Titans football? That was actually made by Disney, I think.
really.
Mhm.
Yeah, that was a Disney movie. Yeah, I don't know how.
At this
but
point, should I be surprised? Like, what does Disney not make? Okay, so
right.
like they own ESPN now, I think, right? So something like that.
They own a lot. Marvel, Star Wars.
Oh,
So like you do anime inspired clothing, right? JoJo,
Yes.
Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
What is your favorite piece that you think you've came out with?
ooh, I'm gonna say to this, my favorite piece I came out with. Oh God, I came out with some of the stuff I can't remember off the top.
Now, what I noticed, the DBZ coats from the movie was fresh.
Oh, you're talking about the Dragon Ball coats?
Yeah.
Yes.
That was a bittersweet.
Like from the Broly?
Yes.
That was bittersweet for me. Yeah, the blue and green jacket, that was bittersweet for me because when I first launched it, it was a success, but then it turned into a disaster because I was with a bad factory and it was a big fiasco that happened. It was a huge setback. I almost went out of business. So it was very bittersweet for me. But I'm gonna have to answer your question, and I'm gonna have to say probably JoJo's jacket and the whole outfit that had
the hat,
shirt,
the French.
the bundle. I that's my favorite so far.
It's crazy how you brought that to life. I was like, most of the time when people try and do like cosplays, it don't look like it, but like when you had that JoJo fit, I was like, bro, he got it down. Like the hat and everything looks just so much like it. Like you just took it off the screen and put it on.
Yeah. It's funny because I started with shoes. I didn't think I'd get this deep into the clothing. You know, I thought I was just gonna stay doing shoes.
Mm-hmm. I saw you had the trunks, didn't you?
Yeah, I have the trunks. I got Goku, Vegeta trunks. I got two versions of the trunks. I've got the trunks from Dragon Ball Super and Piccolo. So I only made 5 pairs of shoes. Then I started with the Dragon Ball jackets, and then it just went from there. Did Naruto, Demon Slayer, My Hero, you know. So I did that. Still working on more stuff, but yeah.
You still adding on some more and everything else. One thing I like about you is like you stay true to yourself. And most people when they become business owners, everybody always says you can't say this, you can't say that. But like you're very firm on your morals. And that's one thing that just showed up. I was like, man, he ain't quieting down for nothing because you get in some arguments and you come with facts.
Yeah,
you
only facts.
You proud to be black. You proud to be yourself. You proud for where you came from.
What you do, how I learned to management was time and how I learned how to manage it is time and place. So I got my Instagram business page. I never go on there with that shit. I got my Facebook business page. I never go on there with that shit. I got my professional email. I never do anything with that. Strictly professional. But on my personal Facebook, it's after hours. I'm cutting loose. You know what I mean? I'm not.
I like that.
You know what I'm saying? Like I have a wall up. You know, I don't just welcome everybody in. All my posts aren't public. And I don't see why I should change. Because here's the thing. Because when you're the owner, when you're the CEO, can't nobody tell you shit at the end of the day. So it's like this. I could go to Chick-fil-A right now and buy their sandwiches and it's hella good, right? And the CEO has to present themselves as such, right? As you would expect. But then amongst their friends and, you know, family and stuff like that, like, oh yeah, man, we're making bank off those niggers, you know, they love our chicken. You feel so it's I'm the same way. I'm the same way. Like people fuck on my brand and stuff like that, but you know, I am who I am in my private life.
I feel
like
that.
So let me ask.
I'm not fake. I don't be trying to be Hollywood with popular people and shit like that either. I'm not. I like power, not popularity.
That's
I feel that.
Yeah.
So you say you keep your pages real divided and whatnot. You don't do any like how can I say? Because you know, in your personal life, you know, even if you guard your Facebook and your Instagram and your Twitter and all that, you don't fear anybody just like I guess hating. You know what I mean? Like nothing like
What
that.
do you mean?
Like basically some internet people. Like so hypothetically, say you're speaking on an issue and I haven't seen like all your conversations, so I don't know exactly how far you take it. But I assume you say real stuff and you keep it 100. So you don't fear like the wrong crowd ever trying to quote unquote cancel you or anything like that.
How you gonna cancel me? I'm an owner. I own the shit. Like people fuck with my shit.
Mm.
People like the product. Period. I'm not selling it. The product sells itself.
Yeah.
But see, I'm not in that position. I don't put myself in the limelight in the first place. I'm not, I'm not in the limelight in the first place. I'm not trying to be popular or likable or buddy with everybody.
Right.
Respect my own little space and stick to that. So to be in that position with the wrong people, I'm cognizant of who I even let in on my Facebook. So I've even gotten rid of a lot of people. Certain people that the energy ain't clicking. I ain't feeling the energy. So I avoid that. They say, the best way to deal with having chinks in your armor is to have no chinks in your armor. And so that's just kind of how I operate.
I've seen that because you've talked about your pro-black views, and like it was really like I was reading the comments and people going out, and one person, she said something to you, and the first thing you said is like, "Why you always come on my page arguing?" You said like this like the third or fourth time. I was like, "Dang, he been keeping track of you. He was waiting for you." Instantly came at her. She ain't had nothing to say. I was like, "Dang, she right. She only come on her being negative. Why are you even on my friends list if you want to disagree?" And I was like,
hard, real. Man. I get them, and I'm starting to because. They're just my cheerleaders, man. She was just my cheerleader, dog. But the energy was the energy was too much. I had to get her up out of the paint, man. So I don't remember, but that happens. That's happened quite a few times. So it's just like.
So the first time that you pretty much just nip it in the bud. It's like I ain't even give you the chance. You get enough out of here.
Yeah. I really do the best I can to nip it because first I try to talk to people logically and with facts and stuff like that. But I put it I'm very brash with how I say certain things, very direct. So people might get their feelings hurt or something like that. I don't mean to. I'm not insulting anybody. I don't talk down or name call anybody. But when facts hurt people's feelings, that's how you know we got a real problem.
That's true.
Yeah, definitely.
So out of your clothing line, who's like you have like Vader, Pierre, who can you name some of the people like that wears your stuff? Because I be seeing them in videos. I'm like, bro, I've seen that before.
That's wild.
Yeah, Vader, his whole crew. Pierre's been rocking my stuff. Even FB Aftermath, he's rocked. He's gotten a couple pair of my shoes and whatnot. I've sent him stuff before in the past. And whoever reaches out to me, I can build a good relationship with. They'll have a pretty high chance of rocking my stuff, and amongst the hundreds, I would say even thousands of other customers. So, So it's just
how you doing?
It just advertises itself,
So who's your So it's anime inspired. What is your top 5 anime? If you could pick like anime that you would like, you know what? I'm
old school, dude. I'm old school. Top 5 anime.
Hey, I got a better question after that.
What's up? Okay. Well, I have to go with I love Yu Yu Hakusho. Obviously, Dragon Ball.
That's Komodo's favorite anime.
Right. Shit. Oh, damn. Fist of the North Star, man. I watched that 2 or 3 times already. That's old school. People don't know about that.
I remember those days.
Those are at least my top 3. The next 2 I would say are like, I want to say maybe One Piece, but I really like the manga more than the anime itself.
I agree.
Obviously JoJo's, so it's around those. I'm mainly a shonen baby.
JoJo's cool, man.
Naruto is dope. Honorable mention Naruto. Like I'm old school. I'm not, I'm not, Demon Slayer and all that other new, My Hero Academia.
People hate on JoJo. Komodo put me on JoJo. It's pretty good. I got a question. So who's your 3 favorite anime characters and why?
Oh, this is a good
3
one.
favorite anime characters and why? Well,
of all time?
Yeah.
Of all
That's
time.
hard as shit.
Mm-hmm.
Not for me.
Think of 3. I'm sure.
I know I got at least 2.
I'm sure you can.
All right, who's the 2?
So one of them is Raoh from Fist of the North Star.
All right.
It's the big burly nigga. It's the he's basically the Vegeta of the series. And then another character is Blackbeard.
Blackbeard from One Piece. Really?
One Piece. Yeah, he reminds me of
Blackbeard
me.
from One Piece.
Blackbeard, One Piece. Favorite One Piece character of all time. He reminds me. I see myself in him. I see a lot of myself in that nigga. He's just a real.
That says a lot about you. I'm gonna let you know. That says a lot about you. All right. Blackbeard came up and had a long-term got rich quick scheme. Long-term
man, and he came from nothing. You know he came from nothing.
He just chilled.
Yeah.
As soon as he saw what he wanted, he got him.
Real
got
methodical, man. Like, yeah, that's my nigga. And the third character, it's tough. I honestly, there's so many dope characters, man. But I know those are like my top two, for sure. Probably Kenshiro. I don't know, just because I love Fist of the North Star that much. Or I like a lot of anti-hero characters. You know, I like a lot of morally ambiguous characters and stuff. So, you know, it's a tough call.
And you're a big hip hop fan, right?
I am. Yeah, I don't keep up with a lot of the stuff that's been coming out.
Who's your favorite rappers?
Favorite rapper is Del the Funky Homo Sapien.
Oh, okay. I didn't expect that.
Yeah, he reminds me of like a older me. So he's really dope. I feel like he was way ahead of his time in a lot of stuff he was talking about. And then you got like, you know, I'm messing around with a lot of Shingo too, and you know, the Hideout production of Nujabes and stuff. And then you know, the legends, you know, like Nas and you know, Rock. You know, I'm really kind of an old school cat in a sense, but the new school, I don't really mess with new school that much.
Are you from Vegas?
Some songs are catchy, but I like songs. It's gotten to the point where I like songs more than the artists. So
I feel that. No, I feel that a lot. Yeah. So are you from Vegas?
No, I'm actually from the Bay Area.
Okay.
So, yeah, I was born in Vallejo. It's a small city. It's a small town, but I lived in San Francisco for a good 7 years or so.
So do you like why Vegas?
Well, you know, my sister was also from the Bay, and she came to move down here in 2000, start her life out here, and I didn't like it out there at the time in the early 2000s. Things were not going so good for me, so she was like, "Hey, well, come on out here and just kind of start over." And you know, so I came out here in 05 with her, and you know, been here ever since.
How do you feel about the current mayor, since that mayor of Vegas has been on all the news?
I actually get what she was trying to say. The thing is, she's not articulate, and she's dismissive, and she's not smart. She doesn't have a team to help her. You know what I mean? She didn't have this thing well thought out. But I get what she was trying to say. Like, I want shit reopened, but not for what she's saying. Like, I get what she's saying, but for different reasons. You know, I think a con is being ran on us anyways as it is. And I think they're using this downtime to shuffle things around before they snap the finger and say the virus is gone and everything's open back up. I just feel like even if they say the virus is gone, it's not going to truly be gone. And I feel like it's inevitable. So we're going to have to open up sooner or later. And when we do open up, that virus is going to be here. So
you prefer, you agree with her, but just not on the same points on why she said it.
Not on the same points. We should open it, but not on the same bullet points. She's an idiot. So
I feel that. See, we in Texas, and they slowly opening up with Texas, and people got mad at Texas because we technically opened up last week, but we're doing a slow process.
Yeah, I hear the same with Florida or whatever.
And Florida's opened up. Georgia opened up today. You know, because this is a very weird time.
Very weird.
They can open up, bro. I ain't getting sick, bro. I swear to God. I don't think none of y'all getting sick either. You know what I'm saying?
Swervano went with the whole black people couldn't get it to now. We're all confused on how black people now are the most.
I don't believe that anymore. I don't believe that anymore. At first, before it came to America in big ways, when they were tripping about how Africans wasn't getting it.
You know what I think? I think that it was black people just by chance weren't getting it at first, and black people were just kind of taunting about it. And so now the media, they didn't like that. You know, white control owned media. They're like, all right, so we're gonna make you niggers the face of the coronavirus and say that we're gonna report y'all niggas more than anybody else who's getting it and blast it in the news more than anybody else. We know white folks are getting it because they're the most susceptible and they're getting torn the fuck up by it, but we gonna make our face of it so that way we could, just keep a black face on it. And that's what I think.
I think black people wouldn't get it at first because like black people don't trust shit. It's like, like even now, I bet you none of y'all gonna participate. They be like, hey, you can come outside again. Come on.
I've been outside.
Let's go do things.
Went inside.
Yeah, but you do things on your own way. Like you ain't going outside because they saying so. You still doing your things on your time.
I don't care. They can tell me to come back to the office tomorrow. They won't see me till at least May. At least. I don't care.
I don't know. I think it's reverse psychology.
I could side with that.
Yeah.
So
what way?
We want to be imprisoned voluntarily. We want to quarantine ourselves now. Think about that.
Right.
But hey, who knows? I don't truly know.
I think that does play a big part in it. And I do think a reason why they putting us as the face of it is just in case these vaccines do come out, it could be some shit to where black people are like, hey,
get it first.
We're so urgent to get it because we've been painted as a face.
No. See, the vaccines, you're gonna have to kill me. I ain't taking that shit.
Oh no. For sure.
I ain't taking that.
I'm not talking about
like I'll go out and do my thing or whatever, but I ain't taking no vaccines.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
If I ain't coughing, we don't got shit to talk about.
I
don't need a respirator. If I don't need a respirator, we good.
Yeah.
So I'm crawling.
They're gonna have to find me.
So I'm
but I think a lot of people do feel like that though. I think there are enough people that feel like that to where we ain't going for that. You know what I'm saying? If they do try to push that. Hopefully.
We've been here before.
I did find it weird. They was really trying to get Africans and stuff like that to be the first test subjects. That was weird. Real weird. Like why?
Yeah.
Because they have the lowest numbers for the shit. So it's like, why are you so focused on them? Why don't you take it to the epicenter?
Mm-hmm.
It
was real weird.
Because we need a control for the experiment. Like, you better go get the control and wherever the fuck you came from. Like, no. But I don't know if those news articles were real, but I did see how I think it was like certain countries in Africa, they were just rejecting it. They was like, bro, we ain't about to be y'all lab rats. Like, no.
Right. Yeah. Especially Africa. Especially Africa. They were the main ones protesting that. I saw that.
Like, bro, it's so hard to convince someone that's fully healthy that they need to try some shit out. Let me just stick some in your arm and we're just going to see what happens on it.
There ain't no outbreaks in Africa. What is it? Like maybe one country that has a few, but it's not high numbers. No place in Africa has. Yeah. No place in Africa has high numbers of the coronavirus.
Still now, no.
Yeah.
But they're still that crazy. Enough people aren't being tested, quote unquote. That's what they're trying to say.
Nah. They're just not catching it like that. They're still not catching it like that, and they're mad about it.
They are mad. They've been like, why aren't those niggers getting sick?
Did you know in the States? The hospitals they get $13K per coronavirus patient, but if that coronavirus patient was moved to a ventilator, that gets turned into $36K.
What?
Another $13K? Yeah.
Oh, so it's money making for these hospitals.
Yeah, so they're inflating. Money. So they're inflating the numbers.
Healthcare shit.
That makes a lot of sense because like my nephew got it, and I was telling them, I was like, my nephew got it, and the doctor didn't even let him go in the hospital. They looked at him, he's like, nah, you stay out here. We can run tests out here. And he was like, it's obvious you got it. We don't need to run no tests. So they wrote him a prescription to an asthma pump. And then they told my sister, his mom was just like, oh, you've been taking care of him. Well, you got it too. So here's your little thing to quarantine yourself. And I was just like, they didn't run no tests? No.
Yeah, they're making bank.
That's two positive tests. She didn't get sick. So but that's two positive cases towards the statistics.
Yeah, it's like a prison. It's like a prison head count. Like it's like it's like they get money per head. You know, that's exactly what's happening, and the numbers are being inflated, and you know
that's why
big time money's being made.
There wasn't that many tests at the time, and everybody had it. All these celebrities had it. Everybody had it. I'm like, but there's not many tests. Where are all these tests coming from?
Yeah.
Right?
Why
Like,
you doing it like that? You got it out of association. It's like, oh, that nigga coughed and you hung out with that nigga all day. It's above me now. Both of y'all got it.
You're like, oh, well, clearly you have it. You've been around them. Yeah, you got
And
it.
that's why we should open back up. You know, lying. They're running games with us. They're lying about, you know, who has it, who doesn't, inflating the numbers. That's how we're number one. By the way, we just spiked to number one because you know
It didn't make
and
sense.
it's little is required. Very, very, very little is required to report it to the CDC or the stats. You know, very little is required. You just, hey, this person has it. Boom. This person died of it. Boom.
Even to the death, even to where people die, it doesn't take more to be like, well, this was complications because of coronavirus.
Get on just what it takes to qualify for a case. Just to be a case. So whenever you see the number go up, like blankety blank cases arise today, a lot of people are freaking out because they think that many people have it.
Yep.
But that many people don't have it. That's just who got tested.
Yep.
So it's just, it's weird because it's like, what do you?
That's why it's like, all right.
Cases.
I was like, all right, come on. It's like, that's why it's just like, all right, come on, quit playing. Open the shits back up. Y'all,
yeah, so
I can't trust anything you guys are telling me.
Right.
And then remember, the non-sick are not supposed to wear a mask, right?
Mm-hmm.
And only the sick are supposed to wear a mask. Now they're saying, fuck it, everybody wear a mask. I don't know what to do now. You're lying to me. You're telling me two different things.
I tried to go up in a gas station the other day to get some Rillos, and they turned me around. They were like, no. Like, I heard these people just yelling at me. I walked through the door, and they was like, no, go. And I was like looking around. Like, it was like three people yelling. I was like, who do I look at? Who do I look at? And they're like, you got to go back outside. You don't got a mask. And I was like, so I just.
That's true. Everybody.
Pumped $4 of gas and went to the next one to get Rillo. So.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
The amount of number of people that's recovered is what's crazy. Everybody seems to ignore. It's like a bunch of people recovered, like a crazy amount.
Yeah, no one's talking about that. But here's the scary thing: it also comes back though.
Yeah,
hard.
Yeah,
they were reporting people in China caught it up to 3 times. I think.
Yeah,
it was something crazy like that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They said
the China numbers didn't make sense. China has 1 billion people. How is their numbers so low? That never made sense to me.
Well, they lied. China lies. We know China lies. We know that.
No, they came out recently. They said that their numbers are 50% higher than what they've shown.
Yeah. But 50% higher don't even, like, statistically, don't even make sense. 50% higher than what they was wouldn't even put them at number 1. Like, it's 1 billion people there. 1 billion. And you telling me America that has 1/3 of them beats them?
This is what you have to accept right now. You're never going to get to the bottom of this. You're never going to get the actual facts. You just have to. I've accepted this a long time ago. I was like, I'm just waiting for this shit to blow over, because I'm never going to get the accurate numbers. I'm never going to get where it really originated from. I'm never going to figure out exactly why oil dropped to negative 30 something dollars for, I don't know, a couple of hours and then shot right back.
Yeah, that's true.
All you got to do is just watch it and take it at face value. Because let's be honest, if you figure out all this, you're probably 5 minutes away from dying. At this point, you're 5 minutes away from either.
There's an agent outside your door with a silencer. That's true.
Crazy.
That's true. The one thing this quarantine, this is a weird time in the world, but I enjoy how people are trying to pass the time. Like having these one-on-one hit battles and stuff has been really enjoyable. Like Little John versus T-Pain was dope.
That was a good one.
Babyface versus who did Babyface face?
Teddy Riley.
Teddy Riley.
No, I tell you who I'm enjoying, Boosie.
Yes.
Oh, hey,
live, man. He's like, put your pussy on live. I give you $1,000.
Put your pussy on live. I'll give you $1,000 right now. $1,000 right now.
Who's that?
He made a song about that.
Yeah, the song. Yeah.
It's Boosie and somebody else. Who is that singer?
I'm gonna say this with all due respect, and this is only between black people. Boosie is such a nigga, bro. I'm sorry.
Yeah, all the way.
Like the epitome of the word nigga. But I love it, like in all the best way. I love it though.
Yeah.
But that's
At this point, I don't gotta listen to his music no more. If he keep doing this Instagram shit, he sold.
But
Yeah, he has good content.
people trip me out not accepting Boosie for Boosie. I think that's what throws me off with celebrities like Boosie and the way thing. People got really offended. I'm like, what did you expect from Boosie to say?
Yeah.
This is how I feel about Future. People be like, Future doesn't like fat women. I was like, bitch, what do you expect? Like,
why are y'all so shocked?
Why do you keep being surprised by what Future does? Like, see, this is how you end up is. I'm gonna cut myself off. I'm gonna say something fucked up. I'm gonna cut myself. But this is how you end up in the situations you end up with the wrong man. Stop fucking, bro. He's gonna do what he's gonna do.
They're gonna be them at the end of the day.
Listen, you can't get mad at an electrical socket when you stick a fork in it. Well, it shocked me, bitch. That's what it do. So when this ain't shit dude is not being shit, that's what he do. Leave him alone.
That's Future. Yep.
That's true. Yeah.
That's Future. Bro, Future flew that chick all the way out and she had to figure out a way how to get back home.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie though. Like that was, I don't want to say that was her. Well, that was her fault because she didn't bring no money to get back, so that was stupid. But
it was stupid.
You honestly don't expect a superstar to do you like that, though. I can see why she would expect otherwise.
But this is one of those situations where you gotta accept people for who they are.
Look,
I don't expect.
I understand both sides. Is all I'm saying.
No. But Future is Future. Everybody know how Future acts, so she should have just been like, you know what? I'm gonna prepare myself, and that's come to responsibility.
Yeah, she should have had some money though.
Like you can't at that point. You got to take certain level of responsibility, right? Like you got to understand, like, all right, Trump gonna act like this, Obama gonna be like this, Future gonna be like that, Drake gonna be like that. You got to accept these people, right? And you can't be shocked. Everybody be like, did you see what this person did? Like, why are you shocked? Like when people get shocked over Trump, I'm never shocked at what Trump does because I've accepted this is how that man is.
Why are you a comedian, dog?
Why are you so surprised?
I swear Trump. I swear Trump is a nigga on the inside. I swear he is. I swear he is, man. It's crazy. It's so weird. It's so weird. It's weird as fuck. It's the weirdest thing. It's like, yeah, you know, it's clear that it's suspected that he's a white supremacist, but really he's like a white nigga. Like it's the weirdest fucking thing.
He's a white nigga.
He's like a white nigga who may or may not like black people. But like he acts like it's so weird, bro.
Trump don't care about
like a nigga, man. Like
Trump is one of those people where he's rich and he don't care about anybody he can't benefit from. So he look at poor white people and poor black people probably the same, but he knows his demographic. He knows his.
This is what I'm trying to tell people. This is what I'm trying to tell. I'm like, bro, it is not black or white when it comes to him. It is green or no green.
That's it. You gotta respect that.
Are you making money? Nope. Get the fuck out my face. Don't touch me. That's it.
Gotta respect that.
But he's playing on a lot of people that are still stuck in the black and white game.
I mean, well, yeah, you saw how he brought on Vince McMahon and Dana White.
Oh my God.
He didn't bring
WWE about to blow up. Vince McMahon.
Vince McMahon. Yeah, exactly.
It's gonna be a hell of a cell match.
But I know Rich when I see it. Vince McMahon is extremely rich.
WWE is on a whole next level now. I knew that was gonna happen ever since Trump got in there because Vince McMahon and Trump are best friends.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't know if y'all ever saw this story somebody was talking about when Trump became president, inaugurated, whatever else. He was in this special meeting and he invited Vince, right? And there's a bunch of just politicians and rich people. Vince McMahon took some weed and rolled it up and started smoking. And Trump was like, "You can't do that here." And Vince is like, "I already did."
Where's this at? Where's this footage at?
And Trump is just like making excuses for Vince McMahon. Like I know I brought him here. This is his thing.
He got a medical card, PTSD.
You know how wrestlers be.
What the fuck? And he just smoked him for everyone. What the hell are you gonna do with Vince McMahon? You know, you can do shit with Vince McMahon.
You know how rich you gotta. That's capitalism for real. You know how rich you gotta be lighting up blunts and shit in the Oval Office, and you be like, man, fuck this place. I don't need this shit. I'm going back to the mansion. My place look better than this anyways. Fuck this shit.
Right.
Old ass house. What was it built in the 1700s? Fuck out of here.
You rolling up. You looking at Bloomberg and Hillary like y'all gonna smoke? No. Whatever.
That's straight up capitalism.
Hey, honestly, when you that high up at the top, why not? Who the fuck is gonna stop?
That's the good. That's the good side of capitalism. You imagine being in the Oval Office and you just like this, like Vince, huh? You want some of this?
You want some? You looking at it like you want some. You gonna pass it around?
That's capitalism as fuck. Let Obama do some shit like that. Let him bring his nigga from the hood and
Hey,
my nigga Mac Mittens lighten up.
Isn't
No, that's not gonna
Obama's
happen.
older brother a Trump supporter and people was mad because he was a slumlord?
What?
Did y'all not know this?
Is this rumor you talking, or is this?
This real. Obama's older brother is a slumlord and he's was a Trump supporter.
I don't know, but whatever that black man doing, God bless his life.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised.
He tired. He's really tired. So I got a quick question.
What's up?
This could have already been answered whenever my laptop decided to shit the bed. So I wanted to get back on the clothing line a little bit.
Yeah.
I wanted to voice my opinion. I voiced it on the briefing call we did yesterday. So without even speaking to you, I feel like your clothing line was you looking at an opportunity to finally, I guess you could say in a way you kind of push anime a little bit more into pop culture. Yeah, of course it is now, but let's be honest, in the 90s it wasn't. You were weird if you watched it. Nobody fucked with you. We've all experienced that. And I appreciate that. I appreciate you trying to take something like that and make it in a more acceptable pop culture light. Because what I was telling them is a lot of anime clothing trash.
Yeah, absolutely. That's part of
like,
why I got into the game.
Like you got to find a thin line between I want you to know what this is and I want to represent something that I like, but I ain't trying to look corny. And it's a lot of corny shit, unfortunately, in anime apparel and merchandise. So I appreciate that.
Thank you. You get it.
It just got me thinking. It's like, bro, I feel like we need more of that. It's almost like you put seasoning on the uncooked chicken. You know what I mean? Like they was about to pop it in the oven. He said, don't just put it in there like that. Let's just a little bit on there.
Exactly.
Right, so
okay, how it happened. Here's how it happened. I said, I said, what if? Because the first product I made was. Give me 1 second.
Gonna bust out the original.
A lot of shit be corny, bro. You want to represent, you want to look cool, but you just
like the big ass silk polyester shirts niggas used to wear, the big dragons and shit all over. Trash, bro.
Right. So you see this?
I'm gonna bring this
dude,
back.
right? Yeah. Goku, right?
Yes.
So you see these boots?
Mm-hmm.
I was like, okay, well, what if like someone, someone like Kanye decided to, make something like that, but take it seriously and actually make it, real damn quality and it be also fashionable, amongst other things. And so I was able to, then I came up with this right here. So I don't know if you can see that
he
there.
Replicated
but, so I was like, okay, well, let's throw some suede on that thing, some leather. It looks like it would be leather. Make it, some straps and, throw a flat sole on there. And yeah, and, and
it's crazy.
And it's just like, but I wanted to look actually like the shoe, but also like not fucking corny. Like, the type of gear you were just talking about, make it look not like that. How can I make
people look at the shoe and be like, damn, that's a fresh shoe.
Yes.
As a shoe, yeah. So that was been my vision with everything I do, even with clothes, everything I do. It's been my.
That's true. It take an innovator like that. Like, and Kanye is probably like the best example that would take an idea from that. So it takes that innovation to be like, you know,
like you can see like all my collection, all of it is urban. All of it has an urban spin on it. So,
And it's not easy to do either. It is not easy to see between the lines of where you need to innovate something. It's
hidden talent. It was a late hidden talent I just discovered a couple years ago, and here it is. So didn't know I had it my whole life. So it's really weird.
And it's dope that you just went ahead and you just did it, because most people always have these great ideas and they never just take that action.
Yeah, you know, it's just not enough self-assurance. You know, I actually had the self-assurance. It was either that or nothing. So
that's true.
but even self-assurance takes practice to build up and normalize and eternalize. So that's
Agreed.
Yeah,
It's a matter
that
of-
was half the battle.
You have to change your own reality in your own head, and that's crazy
Yeah,
to do.
that was it. That
You
was
have to
that was
start-
where that was where it started.
Yeah. You already got things in your head to say you can't, and you got to figure out a way to uncode it and make it a can.
Boom.
Completely agree.
Yep.
So, yeah. That's my little thing. I want to throw that on.
For sure,
A
man.
lot of
Thank
bullshit anime clothes.
you.
but,
Yeah, there is. That's why I exist. Thanks.
Speaking of which, you know, Kanye West got announced being a billionaire today. He's the second billionaire rapper.
I saw that. I actually saw you post that, which is actually motivational.
Which is
It's
crazy.
motivational.
He was never even in the talk for billionaire rappers ever.
And
Right.
out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere. 5 years ago.
That's not true.
No,
Was
he,
he-
wasn't
bro.
because it was out of Diddy.
No,
He's
Don't
with,
forget.
he's with Kim, bro. He was.
don't
it
forget,
was
a
bound to
couple
happen.
years ago,
You
a
never
couple
thought
years
it was
ago,
gonna
he
happen
was
at some point.
he was in the whole 50 million a couple years ago.
56
Bro, and
million.
his girl bailed him out like immediately.
But you
like,
know,
like,
but you
within,
gotta
like,
think
a
about
year.
this. First of all, you were in the whole $50 million.
Mm-hmm.
Because he was on
And
that
then
status.
you
That's
become
like, that's
a
like me and you
billionaire?
being in a whole $50, bro. It's like I'm in overdraft $50. Like it could happen because we in that bracket. He in
But
a
do you
millionaire
know-
bracket. He could be in a whole 50
Right.
million. You
Do
know
you know
what I'm
how
saying?
far of a stretch that is to be 50 mil in debt and then go positive to
Yeah,
a
that's
billion?
crazy.
When you playing
Kim-
with millions
Kim
of
still
dollars,
ain't-
when your wife is worth hundreds of millions of dollars, that's not a stretch.
But
That's
she
very
ain't no
possible.
billionaire though.
But she ain't
You
a
know the funny
billionaire.
thing?
But
You know
you
the
knew
funny
it was
thing?
gonna happen at some point. And you
But-
look at the
but
rate
here's
of
the
growth,
funny
it was bound
thing.
to happen.
Here's the funny thing. Even with all of Kanye's feats and accomplishment and everything and where he's at and what he just accomplished and everything, like as of like today or whatever, I still wouldn't want to be that nigga. I still wouldn't want to be that nigga.
100%.
See, here's the thing about Kanye, man.
No
It's
way
a
in
whole
hell.
lot of good, and it's a
Man.
whole lot of bad.
Kanye
You got to
one
figure
of
out where
the
you
people,
fit in.
like it's a lot of Kanye, like that confidence, that self-confidence what Kanye talk about is really inspiring. Like Kanye, Soulja Boy, those type of people have a lot of self-confidence and they keep pushing. And I love
Bro,
that about
Soulja
them.
Boy is doing well right
But
now.
then at the same time, Kanye does a lot of problematic things that I view. And it's really one of the things like I just be like, man, Kanye, just shut up. Why are you doing this?
Like
He do a lot of
Kanye only speaks in beeps now.
he does a lot of problematic things. And I think his obsession with Kim Kardashian is one of the problematic things I always wondered about. Like at first,
I
it was
gotta
cool.
pop my collar to Kim Kardashian because that bitch, she was on the come up for years now, starting with
Yeah.
Ray J. The bitch is like,
That's
okay,
true.
she's like, okay, Kim Kardashian to me is like Cell of real life from Dragon Ball. Got imperfect Cell when she was at Ray J. Then she moved up the ladder. What other rapper she get with?
Blake Griffin. Remember the marriage with Blake Griffin? They sold all the stuff to.
Yeah, so she was the
That's
second
the
form of
comparison I
Cell.
ain't coming.
Then Kanye
then-
the first
Oh
time.
man.
And then I think when she got with Ye, that's when she became perfect Cell. You feel me? That's how I
That
view
is
her,
a-
man. The ultimate.
That is a comparison I did
That's
not
true
see.
though. No, but no, that's a good comparison.
Wow.
Kim and that whole
I just
family.
thought of that too. It just dawned on me the two.
That is the most
You
accurate fucking
They're
description.
very
You
similar.
look at Kim Kardashian. Like, I said some black with that ass, but no. Wait a second. Hispanic in there too, maybe? No, none of this all of it's wrong. Where did all this
Right.
come from?
What are you sensing? I'm
Right.
sensing all types of women in her.
Fun fact. Fun fact.
It's like Cell,
Kim
You know.
Kardashian is in a Tupac music video.
Oh yeah, she was in the one of the old.
That's not true. That's not true, bro.
That's not.
No,
Is it
that
not?
screenshot, that picture, it's just a picture you're talking about, and it's not even true. She
No.
was there. She was there, but she wasn't in the actual video. You can't
Oh,
pull up
okay.
no video
So-
of her in there.
She tried to sneak into the video and couldn't make it.
Yeah, she
'Cause I
was.
remember it being about her age. She was trying to get into the music video, and she was like 14, I think. So she had to figure out how to get her underage ass into this Tupac, obviously adult age ass music video.
Mhm.
Fucking scary. Can you imagine? Man,
Well, it's-
she could have fucking put Tupac behind bars off some dumb shit.
Well, I mean, her connections run deep with her father. He laid a lot of groundwork for their wealth and stuff like
He
that.
was on the OJ case, and I mean,
Yeah.
people talk about that.
So You know, it all stems from her father, those type of connections. Yeah, they had to start new once he died and stuff like that.
Well, no, her stepfather was at the case too. Kris Jenner at the time, because they showed a picture. He was at the case because he was already in transition, and so she was connected to the less famous people on both dads.
It's a big old family bloodline.
She was being connected.
Not a coincidence where they're at. It's really not. Yeah, sure, it might have took them a little bit of perseverance, but you know,
once the reality shows start hitting, they was everywhere.
Chloe's dad almost went to jail that day. That's crazy.
Yeah.
They real connected and everything. It's just, man, the Kardashians don't own them. That's why I be worried. Kanye just connection with Kardashians, like how could anybody view them other than just really like, I don't know, backstabbing.
Well, get this. A really interesting point came up to me last night about Kim and Kanye. You know, she has such a slutty history, such a slutty past.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so her past is so slutty that her nigga ended up in church. Not her. He's in church for her ass. He done found God.
That's funny.
I was like, yo, that's crazy, dog. How you would have been so slutty that your ass ended up in church, man?
I wonder if this is what she thought she'd be doing at this point, because I didn't. Never what I thought. You know what's funny? There's an old ass picture of them. Have y'all seen that picture of the Photoshop where they made all these people like regular people? Yeah, they made them fat, but like they were like, here goes First Lady Kim Kardashian or whatever, and then here goes Pastor Kanye. But that was before he went. That was went the gospel route. So it's fucking disturbing that might play out the next 10 years.
I think that was you, funny. That said that he's only doing that to prepare for his presidential run in 2020. I think that was you.
You know what's weird though? I will give Kanye. I will credit Kanye this.
Mm-hmm.
In his, I think it was either in his first or second album, some of his instrumentals were churchy, and then Lil Wayne, the Carter 3, that one beat that he made was very churchy. So I think he's always been on that.
He stated before that he's been trying to do a gospel album and he wanted to, but he said the churches, because back then the churches was still kind of like not fully with rap music at the time, that they would never take him serious. Because he said multiple times that Life of Pablo, he really tried to make it. Jesus was trying to be a gospel album. And it was like he was constantly putting out these songs and he had these tracks. And one of the unreleased albums, I think it was So Help Me God, was going to be his gospel album. But he didn't know how to make it.
Because remember, Jesus Walks.
Jesus Walks, yeah. He was constantly trying to do gospel music, but nobody ever wanted to take him serious.
Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, he was really ahead of his time.
I always bring up Jesus Walks too. People are like, man, Kanye getting in the gospel and Jesus now. I'm like, well, technically, the niggas talking about Jesus at every album. Like,
he been about it. But it's funny, like, nobody took him serious until.
I don't make him a gospel rapper. No, I'm just saying, like, he's been religious though.
What's that white church dude?
He wearing like he just found Jesus.
What was that white church dude?
Yeah, that's not true.
Jaybridge, no?
Osteen?
That's his homie.
It's funny to me that Kanye been constantly going to church people, but then it took Osteen to finally see the money in it and be like, oh, we got you, we put you on. And Kanye been constantly. Right. And it just seemed like they've been rejected until finally like somebody was like, oh, we can make money off of him. Mm-hmm. We can do something with Kanye.
They sure can. Sell them personal prayer packages, and if you don't get them, you will not be saved.
The Kanye after the Christian Kanye gonna have the dopest album. I swear it's gonna be his best work. When Kanye,
you think the Christianity is a phase?
Huh?
Good question.
Kanye is an artist. Artists go through phases to create more artistry, to create more stuff.
Correct.
Kanye is no exception to that rule. Every album's a different Kanye.
Like David Bowie, how he was different character.
He was just a different person, right? And after Kanye will make a whole different.
Yep.
Sorry. Why you always gotta bring that up, Joe? Anyway, yeah, the artistry, he gonna make another. It's gonna be hard. So back to your clothing line. What anime can we see coming for you? You got anything working up? Anybody?
Yeah, I'm working on something right this second. I'm working on another JoJo's piece.
Uh-oh.
This last JoJo's launch was so successful. I gotta do a few more characters.
JoJo's hot right now, and I can't even deny it. Like JoJo's like
And I've been reading it
big.
before. I've been reading it. I've been caught up to the manga, reading it ever since before the new anime started coming out. So
It's
you know,
crazy.
I'm really into the shits. You know,
I never knew JoJo was gonna get that big, and that's crazy because like I've known the JoJo because they had memes and stuff years ago. People were talking about JoJo, nobody knew where it came from, and I was like, JoJo's a weird anime, it never get big. And then every friend I had started getting into it, and it was blowing my mind. Like, where y'all hear this from? And now it's just such a big thing. Like
Do you know why it's so big, or why it's getting bigger?
Wow.
All the pop culture references.
I mean, that's fair.
Everybody can relate to it to some point. There's some part of that you can relate to. When they hit me with the Jodeci for the ending themes, I was like, fuck y'all.
Dog.
Fuck y'all. I was like, that's bullshit. I was like, man, I gotta watch the whole damn season now.
Right. That's crazy. That's real crazy when I think.
That is wild.
When I remember reading that manga, years ago, and I would never in a billion years guess that would have been the fucking end. Like I couldn't believe it.
That is kind of wild. That is wild.
Black, and you hear that shit hits different. Like,
bro,
white people are like, whoa, what is this? This is when you it's like, yo, it's like Rocky. You made this for me specifically.
I was under the influence the first time that shit went off. And I
think it should have been Gangster's Paradise. I think it should have been Gangster's Paradise, to be honest. I
thought somebody was hiding in my apartment and they fucking ringtone went off. Because I was like, I know it didn't come from the TV. I was looking around. I was like,
you looking around, what's Jodeci playing?
And at the end, it did the credits. It said, Jodeci, freaking you. And I was like, what? I was like, who told these people about this song?
Yeah. Like, that's so oh, man.
But it's something for everyone. But I don't want to talk about it no more because like Jesse don't like JoJo.
I just can't rock with it, man. And it's crazy because I've been about JoJo memes.
It's not for everybody.
I'm curious.
That's understandable.
I know way too much about the show, and I'm getting upset that I know so much, and everybody keep talking about it. I catch the references. I catch it. I don't try and ignore it. I'd be like, oh, okay. JoJo reference.
You know what's funny? Hey, yeah, another anime. Yeah, in my top 5, Berserk. Berserk for sure. Berserk.
So Berserk is so cold, but they remade that thing in the trash, and I hate that
garbage.
animation.
Anime is garbage. I mean,
why would they do that to Berserk? If it did well, the animation, if they would have just kept it going it would have been. Apparently,
that's all they had to do. But I don't know. Only they know.
Is it Darkstalkers? Whatever. What's that big game? Apparently, it's the creator of some big game. What was the game that Dark Souls is apparently based off of Berserk? I heard.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, it's based off of Berserk.
Where the fuck is Guts?
It's loosely based because he couldn't get the full rights or something to it, and like it's a thing like interviews like he explains the references.
Oh, it's definitely inspired from Berserk.
It's inspired.
Sure.
It's inspired. It's not like actually based off of it, but it's like
I was about to say, it's like, oh, same universe. Like, what, nigga? Where the fuck is this?
You was about to be like, where that fight at?
This shit. Yeah.
Berserk is cold. That's one of them things. Like, I just wish they just did the animation better. That anime's so cold. That's a hard manga. It
is. The manga, so man. Yeah.
The original anime is cold. Whatever BS they did, I don't know why they did that.
It disappoints me.
They need to fire that animation crew. Nobody.
It was hot garbage.
It was hot garbage.
Speaking of which, is One Punch Man good again?
I haven't been watching.
One Punch Man season 2 is like season 1 was successful. Season 2 sets up the universe, kind of like Stranger Things. Stranger Things season 1 was good. Season 2 set up the universe. So it's got that like we got to set up the universe so it's boring now. And then the next season's gonna be cold.
So it's real slow, I guess. Taking baby steps, trying to introduce people.
Kind of like season 2 of Attack on Titan. Same thing. First season cold, second season boring, but then it picks back up, and because we set up the universe.
I don't even remember second season now that I think about it of Attack on Titan.
Nobody does. Yeah. You're not missing nothing. Last season about to come out, and everything else. So you don't like no new anime? There's no anime you watching that you just like, man, this look like.
You know what? Truth be told, I kind of grew out of anime, man. Like I don't actively watch it like I did. You know, I did that back in the day. I did that. I used to go to the library just to watch a lot of different anime. I binged shit out of anime. I used to put in work. I used to rent DVDs and like I just feel like And then, I would catch, I would watch a lot of Tsunami and stuff like that, and or Dosum or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But I just feel like now, like if there's something I really want to watch, I could stream it like that. But I feel like because I know it's always gonna be there, and
It has a
how
different feel.
I have to get invested, I
Mhm.
never end up doing it. Though I'm a fan of it, I don't watch it religiously like I used to anymore.
I feel that because me,
being more mature, I'm just not too all into anime and the latest shit and all that stuff no more. Like, life
my
is easier.
girlfriend, she watches all anime, right? She just likes it. I don't only watch anime if it has hype behind it. Because I have a Comic-Con and I work with other comic conventions, stuff like that, so I stay ahead and try and keep up with things. So it's got to be something really popular. I'll be like, all right, everybody talking about it. It's it's viral. Let me see what's on. But other than that, I ain't trying to. Right now, I'm rewatching Outlaw Star. I'm rewatching.
I feel that. I need to actually watch that. I really need.
I tried to watch it, but it looks good. But it never stuck with me. But I don't think I like dark animes. I'm a fan of art styles, and it's really dark, like color wise. So I don't know. I can't fuck with it.
Like people keep telling me, get a Tokyo Ghoul, and I just haven't.
I'm gonna be real with you. Tokyo Ghoul first season is a work of art, and I'll say that first season is a perfect season. Then it's ass. It is the worst. I don't understand how you make so much money first season and then they cut your budget. Damn, we were successful. You get half the money. It is so bad. It's so garbage.
I'm scared to watch
I'm
it now.
offended. Season two was all right. Season 3, they cut the funding. You can tell the animation is terrible. Like the worst animation. Like I'm like, why would y'all do this on the last couple episodes? Then they put all the budget into the last episode and it's beautiful again. It's that bad. It's oh man. But the first season is the perfect season. If you
is it Dragon Ball? Is it Dragon Ball Super Bad? Where like you saw Goku, like those bad angles of Goku and how you saw how that went viral. And how the eyes were crooked and shit and cockeyed and
in that sense,
it looked like it was like doodled with like a crayon, like
with them weird fight scenes.
Bro, it was like
what I'm talking about. It looked like Doodle Bob. It looked like Doodle Bob.
It is that last season's that bad. It gets the funding, and the first season's perfect. The first season is a perfect season. Like you don't get it's so intense. It is so intense. First season of anime is so good that it's so bad that the characters don't even look the same. Some of the characters you'll be confused, like, oh, that's such and such. He don't look like such and such.
This sounds familiar now.
It's they really cut the funding on it. It really messed it up.
This sounds very familiar. Are there any other animes where you said they fucked up so bad that the characters didn't look the same the second season? Because if there aren't, this has to be that anime all recommended.
One of them where it looked kind of funny was like Naruto. They would have like the character, like in certain fight scenes, they had the characters looking hella rat, looking crazy.
Oh,
I know what you're talking about. Like their faces were like warping and shit.
Yeah, and it was like a little bit with Yu Yu Hakusho as well.
That's one thing that bothers me now that anime's popular, that they'll pick and choose when to put funding into certain episodes. Like Dragon Ball Super, the Tournament of Power, some episodes is beautiful. When Goku, Ultra Instinct, that was a Chris S episode.
Hell yeah.
But if it's an episode about Gohan, it's trash. Animation is bad.
Yeah, this is hard to watch.
Episode. Yeah, like it's hard. Like what?
It's really grainy.
I can remember from Tournament of Power.
It's just not satisfying.
Yeah.
Goku and what's it, Kale? Is it Kale? Yeah, Goku and Kale.
And Kale, yeah. Or Khalifa, or is it Kale?
What the two Saiyans?
You talking about the two women Saiyans? Khalifa, Kale? Did he freeze?
Because they fused, remember?
Yeah. What was it?
Broccoli, cauliflower, asparagus.
Fuck him, I forget.
I want to say it was Clefla.
That's the fusion. Kefla's the fusion.
It's it's Khalifa and Kale. And they fuse in Clefla. The old joke freeze. I think he freeze. What are you gonna say?
I don't know.
But yeah, the animation just like
That nigga froze.
anime wise. So you ever watch Demon Slayer? Because that's really popular.
A little bit of it.
And that's right now is like really big.
It looks beautiful.
A little bit of Demon Slayer. I never really got. I know it's really good. I'm not gonna shit on it. I made some jackets after it. I haven't really, like, it's like I said, you know, like I was with a couple friends and I watched the first, I don't know, 5 or 6 or 7 episodes, but when I went home, I never finished it. So yeah, I just never finished it.
So pretty much you just keep up
because I know it's always gonna be there. Like
what's big in pop culture. What's big in pop culture is what you keep up with when you're like, all right, I'm gonna do some business wise. This is a really big thing.
Man, a lot of times I'll go left. A lot of times I'll do shit that nobody's even thinking about. Like that Part 6 jacket that I came out with Jotaro. No, that's not even an anime yet, and I made it. You know, so
that's true.
I go left a lot of times. I don't always go with just because it's popular. I don't always do.
But going left will put you ahead of the curve a lot of the times too.
Oh yeah.
And that's where you keep ahead. I mean, I really dig that. I really dig like you. That energy. That's that energy I feel black business owners need to be.
This next drop I'm about to do, that's another left turn. But it's it's fire. It's way fucking fire, boy. It's way fire. Trust me. Like I can't wait to drop it. I can't wait to.
This is
I think I might drop it as soon as today. So
I'll be ready to look at waiting. Supportive and everything. See, I feel like for black business, especially black business owners, you need to be so much yourself.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You need to be yourself. Like the Soulja Boy to Kanye West, you need to be true to yourself. You need to be of yourself. You need to be ahead of the curve because your uniqueness will pay off in the long run. And people always think that if you just play the system and stay in line.
That's why I remember y'all, because you guys were asking that question earlier, like about that's one of the first questions you guys were asking about, like how do I how do I deal with maintaining my identity and business? And that right there, I couldn't have said it any better. What you just said, identity and uniqueness, and
you gotta be part of who I am. Yourself. You gotta be true. You gotta be your, like, it's just one thing, like, it's gonna pay off. And especially like looking throughout history, I'm gonna get real pro-black with this, is like pro-black culture, black people culture is always gonna be taken. We are the innovators, right? We the creators. And everybody always think like, no, you need to go in there and you gotta stay true to you because you're gonna make the style, you're gonna make the slang, you're gonna make the wave. We're gonna create the wave. And that's why I see your stuff, and like when you making it, and then I see people like Vader that's getting like up there and the big people of views and stuff like that. Y'all are creating the new wave and everything else. And right now, being a black person that loves anime is the wave. And you guys are the innovators behind it. You taking what people got like was made fun of about and now made it the thing, right?
Big time.
Like, because it was back in the day. What? Who references in rap? Lupe was one of the first rappers. Wu-Tang, maybe, who was referencing anime. Now every rapper got like a Goku or anime look or something like that. Everybody's doing it.
I agree.
Everybody getting the cartoon chain, the anime stuff. And I really dig that. And I dig being true to yourself. That's why I was like, man, you got to get on the podcast. He's going to keep it real with himself. He's going to promote his stuff. That's the energy. We need that energy. That's why I was like, Swervana on Twitter is similar to you on Facebook. Like, I look at y'all stuff and be like, damn, these niggas right here will be friends. Because y'all say it and y'all bring facts. And I'll be like, damn, they can't argue with them. This is funny. And I'll read it.
And then when people want to call you an asshole, people want to look at you like you're a villain.
Because you don't want to agree with them. You don't even have to mean harm. You don't want to agree with them, and you are the villain, right? Because you don't want to believe into the status quo.
A lot of times, like when you spit fact, a lot of people are comforted by what they think of the facts, and me too. Sometimes when people present something to you that kind of shakes what you thought was real, it makes you uncomfortable, And I go through it too, so you know what I'm saying. So a lot of times people don't really like that shit, but honestly,
fuck them.
Yeah,
I don't care if you don't like it.
I was about to say, but better. So you got it.
Yeah, I'm not here to. I'm not providing the facts where you like it. I like being respected. I don't care about being liked.
I dig.
You don't like me, just respect me.
And you know what's crazy? If I don't respect you, I don't care if you respect me or not. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause some people, I've had conversations with people. They be like, bro, I lost respect when you did such and such. Like, bro, I don't even respect you. Like, I don't give a shit if you respect me or not. You know what I'm saying?
That too.
That's dope. Komodo, are you here? Or are you froze?
Nah, he froze again.
Did he really?
Yeah, he hit me in the chat saying his internet shit to
I'm
dead.
he going through it. I'm gonna tell him to end it.
It's all good. Hey,
We
we do appreciate you coming out, bro. Well, I said coming out like we in the club. So
Yeah.
we appreciate you coming
of course.
Definitely. Also,
Thanks for having
let me
me.
tell the story of how I know you. Cause I ain't even tell nobody the story how I even came about you. So I met you before. You probably don't remember me because you was at a convention. Was the Saiyan convention, the Dragon Ball Z?
I remember you actually.
Saiyan Con. Do you really? Okay. See,
Yeah.
I don't ever think nobody remember me. So
It's a little hazy, but I remember you. I do remember you. I really remember you.
because you was chilling and you had because you was beside Boba who had the Saiyan pod and you had those shoes. I was like, damn, those are really trunk shoes over there. Well, he really made trunk shoes. And you know, I talked to everybody because I have my own Comic-Con and everything. And then so I was like, oh, let me add some people, whatever else. And then I was like, man, this dude is real with him. Right. So I was just like really inspired. I'll try and keep my Facebook to be very different because I want everybody's opinions, but I love people like you that's very inspiring, like Swervana and Komodo, you know, being themselves. But we get ready to wrap it up. We give y'all final thoughts. Komodo ain't gonna have no final thoughts. So
what is I do excuse me. I do wanna look, bro, I'm sorry, I'm keeping 100, bro. I do want to offer an apology to you, because I wish I was a little more prepared, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know, I work at 9 to 5 and shit, so I'm sorry if I came at you sideways at the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Ask you about talking about cartoons and shit.
No,
sorry, bro.
What? Nah, I wasn't even. You're good.
Look, bro. But I just wanted to say that. But I do appreciate you 100%, bro, because I respect you. Black man, do your thing, and I hope you make $1 million real soon, and keep doing what you love, and plant the seeds for whatever change you want to see in the world, bro. Like real talk, you know what I'm saying? So, and you on the right path, bro. So keep doing your thing, keep shining, bro. And shit, hey, let me ask you this. Where do you see yourself in like 5-10 years? You know what I'm saying? What you want to be doing with it?
By then, I should definitely be a millionaire by then. I'm not even fucking joking when I say that.
Yeah.
By then, I should at least be a millionaire by then, for sure. Absolutely. Hands down. Especially 10 years. Shit.
Yeah, 100%. Hey, so when you make your $1 million, and I'm not trying to get in your business. It's just I'm trying to get my money and see, and I like talking about money and improving the community. So when you get your $1 million, what you want to do with it? You know what I'm saying? Like what you think?
What I want to do with it, I want to make more. I want to make more and continue to solidify my wealth and my legacy, and plant the seeds for, you know, a more generational wealth. And I want it locked in, you know. I'm gonna create a new family tree and keep that wealth locked in and just multi-generational generated. And that's what I'm working on. So
100%,
you know,
bro.
it's one day at a time.
Yeah. I fucks with it, man. 100, man. Once again, we appreciate you coming out, bro. Shit.
Michael, give your final thoughts. Promote your business. Say it one more time for the people. Everything else.
Yeah, leftside91.com. My Instagram is leftside91, Twitter leftside1991, as well as Facebook leftside1991. Same, that's my email, leftside1991@gmail.com. Any kind of questions or you know, what have you, whatever, hit me up on any one of those platforms, preferably Instagram. It's easy for me to just get to somebody around the spot. And I'm just coming out with, you know, fire after fire. I don't just continuously throw a bunch of I don't just you know, spam a bunch of crap out there at once, but you know, I pace myself. I take my time with a lot of certain things. So, but I just really want to thank you guys for having me on, and you know, it's really an honor.
Hey man, look, I ain't gonna lie, we should do it again sometime, bro. You know what I'm
saying? After all this shit is over, we gotta schedule something. We gotta meet up in person. Have you as like a guest.
Yeah, absolutely,
like
absolutely.
Yeah,
this is real shit. I would call this just the warm up.
Yeah, definitely.
You drink? No, friend.
Sometimes, yeah, on the right occasion, yeah. Otherwise, I don't. But on the right occasion, I do.
Okay, I don't drink a lot either, bro. Two beers and I'm good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Self-control, discipline. Yeah.
That's what's up. All right, now I'm gonna end it like I usually end our podcast now with a good poetry from an artist. This artist has recently been talked about. You may know him. As I start this poem, you know what the Midwest is? Young and restless, where the restless niggas might snatch your necklace, and these niggas might jack your Lexus. Somebody tell these niggas who Kanye West is. I walk through the valley of Shy where death is. Top floor of the view alone will leave you breathless. Try to catch it, it's kind of hard. Getting choked by detectives? Yeah. Now check the method. They may be asking us questions, harass and arrest us, saying we eat pieces of shit like you for breakfast. Huh? Y'all eat pieces of shit? What's the basis? We ain't going nowhere, but got suits and cases. A trunk full of coat rental car for Avis. My mama used to say only Jesus can save us. Well, mama, I know I act a fool, but I'll be gone till November. I got packs to move, I hope. By Kanye West, the recent billionaire.
Hey, man,
thank you, our guest, Michael Bone. Thank all the people watching, everything else. Hopefully Komodo get his shit together. He need to pay his internet bill. Thank you, Swervana. Once again, you can catch us hopefully Thursday next week at 6 p.m. All right. Keep us people of culture. Support Left Side 91. Peace out.
Peace out.